After a long, hot day of canoeing and portaging, there's nothing quite like a swim in a cool, clear lake.
But as Wayne and Brad swim through the crystal clear waters of Nellie Lake, it soon becomes apparent that this body of water is lifeless, devoid of any aquatic plants or fish. It is an unfortunate reminder of the effects of acid rain. The damage began several decades ago as the result of air pollution from heavy industry. Once in the atmosphere, these pollutants eventually came back down to Earth in the form of acid rain. The quartz geology of the area prevented the acid rain from being absorbed or buffered, thus accumulating in the many lakes within the park. The result? Water far too acidic to support life.
The smelters in Sudbury were putting out quite a lot of pollution that was coming and was contributing to quite a significant acid rain problem here in the park. But in the years that have followed, they've reduced that by over 90%. So we have far fewer emissions or pollution coming from the Sudbury area. Of course, we still have pollution coming from the southern Ontario and the northern states, but it's a lot less, and so the lakes are on a recovery track now. And George Lake has recovered quite well. It's not completely recovered, but it's an example of a lake that's recovered significantly. On the other end of things, you have Nellie Lake in the northern end of the park, and that's still very clear. If you head out there for a paddle, which I recommend that you do, it's a beautiful part of the park. Once you're paddling there, sometimes you feel like you're paddling in the clouds because it's so clear. It's just like it drops off right underneath your boat. You can see really, really far down, which is beautiful, but it does also mean that there's not a lot of life in the lake.
However, not all the lakes in Killarney share the same fate. Less than a kilometer away from Nellie Lake, on the other side of the imposing quartzite ridge, lies Murray Lake. Because the shoreline here contains rocks other than quartz, Murray Lake has been better able to deal with the acid rain problem. A rich and diverse aquatic system of plants, turtles, frogs, and fish make this lake their home.
There we go. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes even the weeds are worth catching.
There's a fish in there. Wow. What a prize and a half.
Whether it's landing that trophy-sized bass,
Wow.
or enjoying the breathtaking view on a ridge-top hike, Killarney Provincial Park is truly an amazing backcountry destination that everyone should explore.
You should really plan ahead well, so plan out your meals and plan out all the equipment you need. And think of the person in your group that has the least experience and cater to them, because that person needs to be made. They need to have a positive first experience out there. So that means also planning a trip that's reasonable, you know, that caters to the needs of the different people in the group. If you've never done it before, the first time will absolutely get you hooked. I promise you'll want to go back, and you'll want to probably do a longer trip the next time because it just wasn't long enough.
That's it from Killarney Provincial Park. Please join us next time as we explore the backcountry. Nice far you go.